Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog and of my Unity Essentials series. Let's yeah, let's just try to dive right into it. I'll show you what I've been working on. Okay, so yeah, here we go. All right. So oh wait, actually, let me just first. Okay. Oops. Okay. So as you remember last week, uh, I I had completed my editor essentials sprint task list. So I was done with editor essentials, and I was moving on to 3D essentials. So and then as you remember from there, I had added furniture to a kid's room and made a bouncy ball. And so I was moving on from here. So yeah, let me show you what I've done. My more modern the update, I guess. um, all right. And here's what we got. So, as you can see, we got a little more progress in at 3D Essentials. Been a little bit of a slower week, but we got some stuff done. So we've made that tower of prefab blocks, and we've adjusted the lights and background and camera angle. I got 1/3 of the way done with this, but uh I wasn't able to complete it, but I will be able to complete it this weekend. Um yeah yeah. So let's go check that out in Unity. Yep. All right. Okay, first things first. Alright, into get cracking. So that was yeah, 9 dash tutorial make a bouncy ball, 9-17, 9-15. That's basically like where I left off. Um and now it is this is one of the milestones. So I've made a tower of prefab blocks, and I also started on the other one in this one. So it's gonna look a little bit similar to this one, to this commit here, because again, yeah, I started on it here. But yeah. So let me show you what this looks like. It's gonna, and I'll be back with you in 1 second. Oh, and we're loading in. Here we go. Ooh, a lot of stuff. All right. So here we go. We are in my Indies place. You can see it looks a little bit different. Black sky, looking house, camera and lights. This camera here, it's a little different. We'll get to that later. First things first. Let's talk about the tower. So, if you remember last vlog, there was no tower actually. Yeah. Um, there was the ramp and the ball, and it would roll down to the side, bounce off the wall, and then yeah. Now there's a tower here, and I've made a cool little design. More on that later. Um, yeah, and it's pretty neat. So press play. I'll show you what happens. Or you can see the tone changed. Yeah, I'll get to all that later. And psh, remember I said it's like bowling? Well, now you go down there, the ball will collide with these towers, and just crumble them like Lego pieces. You can also see I placed a few like Easter eggs almost with with this guy in the basket, this guy on the bed. Moved some stuff around. So yeah, let's get into actually what I did. So first things first. I made a folder called My Prefabs. And what a prefab is it's basically when you make something in Unity, and because you don't want to make it again, you can save it to this folder, and you can just drag it out exactly like how it was. So for example, this ball, everything with all its properties, I can just bring out another one. So just boom, and now, because I just grabbed it right from the prefabs, um, I have another ball. Look at that. Exactly the same one. And then as you can see, it'll work exactly the same. Yeah, going in there. Yep. And now we had two balls, and they just went there and rolled around. Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing with the prefabs folder. Um, yeah, you can basically just take anything you've made and just create a copy of it and do a thing. Another thing I did is the blocks. So one thing I did is I made these little blocks and made them prefabs, and I gave them little faces, and then from there I made towers out of them, and then I made those prefabs. And the way I did that was actually pretty interesting. So first things first, what I did is if I'd go to this block here. So I made the block. Give me a second. Ugh, sorry about that. Okay. Anyways, I do. Okay. Sorry for the two cuts there. I had a coughing fit again. That was terrible. Anyways, yeah. So I went here. I double clicked this, and boom, it took me to this something called the prefab editor. So what this is basically anything you change in here will it'll apply to all the prefabs to basically every instance of this block. So every instance of this where this block is, if I change this block, it's going to apply to it. Um, let me show you that in action. So you know what, we'll change the color. Let's see here. I'll go to materials. We'll make it the same material as the ball. So now it's red. And now I exit the editor. And now, see? Look. All of the blocks are now red, which is pretty cool. Same material as the ball. Another thing you do, which is pretty interesting. So I'll go back in here. I'll go back to materials. I'll make it normal again. Is if you add some, because at first this thing was just a block. It didn't have any eyes or anything. I didn't make it look more fun. What's interesting is if you add something on top of it, for example, these eyes or something, it will actually stay and apply to all like instances of the prefab. So this little circle here. For some reason, this didn't quite save. But okay, let's see if I can give this guy like a nose or something. Something like that. Oh. Haha. Yeah, no, he's got a little carrot nose. Let's make material. This is a little bit of what I did last week. So yeah, I went here. Where is it? Where's rendering? There it is. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Oh wait, I found it. Okay, so yeah, go here, create, rendering, material. Let's create an orange one. Oop. An orange one. And now it's like he's got a little carrot nose now. Okay, anyway, as you'll see though, with this nose, when I go back into the scene, into everything, they will all have this carrot nose. So I will back up and look. All of the blocks have carrot noses. Every single one. So yeah, that's cool. So prefabs also basically make it where it's very easy to update every single instance of those assets, which is very nice. And so, as you can see, just everything now. That's just how the blocks are. Now they all collapsed immediately because this thing is not like it doesn't. I haven't made it work with their body. Like it's weighing them down and like it's causing issues. But they all have noses now. So yeah. Let's just go back in here, and then I can just. Now I can just. Oh wait, oops, wrong thing. Go back in here. And to delete this. And let me leave here now. And now they're back to normal. Another thing interesting is so if you edit one thing, for example the block, that's tied to another prefab, as you saw there with the block tower, it also edits the block tower prefab, which is interesting. So yeah. Now let me show you how I actually created the block tower prefab. So what I did is I went here this block. Actually, I feel like there's a couple ways you can do it. Um, but basically what I did is as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure. So I'd go here. We'll just stack two of these guys on top of each other, just for example. Hold on. Let me show you something new I did. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah. So I'd stack two of those guys on top of each other. Then we got these two guys here, and I'd want to I needed to create something. I needed to create a parent. I think that was like, so. Yeah, to go here. Yep, I create a parent. We'll just say block tower 2. Okay, and then I drag them in here. Right. So what I've did here is, as you can see, every single like one of these things, so example block tower, in the every single thing in the hierarchy, basically it has like stuff underneath it. So what these are is it's basically like objects, I guess. So like category. I kind of forgot the terminology, but basically like, so you have your parent. So basically like what the object is altogether. Like this encompasses every single thing relating to whatever your parent is relating to. For the block tower, it's every single block in the block tower. So this is the parent. It controls I can select and move the entire block tower, and then these are like the children of the like the group or whatever. So I can move in each individual block. Now what you can do with this, which is pretty cool, is you can take this and yeah, I'm pretty sure if I just drag it in here, I can create a new prefab like that. See, look at that. That's cool as hell. So yeah, now I have a new prefab in here. I can go in here. I can edit it. It will edit every instance of the prefab. So let's just drag metal a rubber ball on top of it. Actually, wait, that's not a good example. All right, let's just we'll drag this on top of it, and then we'll scale it down. Yeah, we'll give him like a. Let's see here. Hold on. We'll just give him this little like. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay. Alright, we'll just give him a ball. So he just has a little ball on him now. Looks a little strange, but but yeah. Anyways, okay, so I gave him a little ball. Now it's clipping into him. As you see, nothing else was affected because this is not the source of like of everything. Like basically, if I went in there and edited the block prefab, all of these other prefabs would change. Everything would change because it's related to the block. Since the block tower is its own prefab, it only exists within itself. Basically, it's only gonna edit that. So, yeah. Done with that. So yeah, that's basically what I did. For this like first part here. Just I made some prefabs, made a block tower. And another thing I also did. You'll see it in 1 second here when this loads. Is I added like collision like physics. Well, they were already there, but basically, I made the towers destructible, and I also made that wall there able to collapse, which was interesting. So basically, when you look at these guys here, when you look at these this block tower, so I gave them a block slider, so obviously they could glide the wall, but then I gave them rigid body, and what that did is that allowed them to, I guess, like be interacted with. So, obviously, as before, it allowed physics to apply to them. So when something will collide with them, they'll move. And when they all move, they just all collapse. And so they also have a mass value. So like this one, its mass is 0.1. They're all their masses are 0.1. And the ball's mass is 50. The reason being for this is if the ball's mass used to be 1 and all of their masses used to be 1, and in doing so, the ball had a hard time knocking them over. It would lose momentum. I'll show you an example of this. So we'll just move this ball over here. Oops. This ball here still only has a 1, like a mass of 1. So when this ball here goes ahead and tries to knock him over, oh, I did not drop him on the ramp. Ooh, put him a little higher. Anyway, so yeah, when this ball here, it tries to knock them over, you'll see it like loses like a lot of steam, I guess. Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Put him right here, move it up here, right here. Positioning. There we go. Okay. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. Alright, now we're good. Alright, let me show you. So, when I run this now, you'll see. So the ball goes in, it crashes through, gets to the first one, and then see, yeah, it hits the second one, or I guess the third one, and like it loses a lot of steam. Meanwhile, the other ball, as you saw, just plowed through them. So, let me bring this guy back here. Ooh, okay. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's another thing I messed with. So, just like the mass of everything. Because if the ball has more mass, then it can just go right through them. Another thing there is, I also edited this, because I thought it was funny. I changed the mass of this, like, wall here. So, and I gave rigid body, I basically allowed it to be collided with. So it also has a mass of 50, but the ball has enough momentum that it can just go through it. So, in adding rigid body with it, it basically allowed it to have a little funny segment where you just go through here and then just boom, just knocks over the wall. I don't know. I thought that was cool. Yeah. And so as for this camera stuff, nighttime, and the change cycle, I will be showcasing that in my second commit, in this other commit here. So let's hop on out of here, and get out of here. No, don't save, don't need to. And let's move on to my other commit. Okay, which is adjust the lights, background, and camera angle. Check out this commit, and I'll see you guys in 1 second when Unity loads up. And here we are. Yes, Unity loads up. So the scene's gonna basically look the same, but now I go into a bit more depth of like what I did. Okay, and so what it is I did is so for one, the camera, as you used to remember, it used to be like about like right there. It was basically facing towards here. So what I did is I basically like looked around. I wanted to get a good shot from the side here. And this little button here kind of displays like what the camera's seeing. You see, I wanted to get a good shot from the side here, and then I would input like a command. It might have been Control Shift F. I don't exactly remember. No, hold on. I'll have to find it in a second. But wait. Oh, did it move? Ooh. Oh no, you'll see when it moves. Yeah. So I input a command that basically like it would teleport the camera to my position. So you give me a second. Let me show you what that is. Oh wait, never mind. I was right. It is Control Shift F. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I could go right here. I press Control Shift F. Oh wait. Oh wait, I think I need to have the camera object selected. My bad. Okay, so yeah, I'd have to select it. Then I go here and press Control Shift F, and there we go. And yeah, and then yeah, I would change its view. So now it's looking at it all this from a different angle. So when I run it, you'll see this kind of angle of the ball going through it. Um, so yeah, let's go back here. Let's get the same angle. Actually, I'll just Control C it. So Control Z. Oh yeah. So yeah. So that's one thing I did. I changed the camera angle, made it a little better to look at. Another thing I did is I messed with the light. So the light looks a little different. It's all like a lot more like, I guess, for example, blue. Uh, Originally, if it'll let me change its color, I think it might have been more yellow. I don't exactly. It was somewhere more yellow. Oh yeah, I think it was white. So, um, I wanted to give it kind of like a more nighttime vibe, so I made the light there more blue. As you can see in this camera, it really it makes more of an impact. As you can see, like the color here is changing. So yeah, if I so I can make it look more like a sunrise, make it more yellow, make it more look like it's more dark with blue. And so yeah, um yeah, so yeah, that's what I did lighting wise. Um Another thing I did lighting wise was I also there's also this intensity thing. Um so the intensity of the light changes dramatically. As you can see, 50 makes it super bright. It's like there's another sun. 1, it's very calm, and as you go up, it makes it a lot brighter. As you go down, it makes it a lot less bright. Um, and so, yes, that's what I did with the night. Just make it a little better scene. And then finally, in the older versions, you could see that the sky was not nighttime; it was actually daytime. So the way I did that is I actually changed the skybox. So, the way I did that was I would go into Unity Essentials, all the stuff here, and pretty sure it was in textures, and I go to skyboxes. As you see, we have all these skyboxes. So before it was like one of these brighter ones, so I could take it. Oh, so yeah, I could take this thing here. Oh wait, that's weird. All right, hold on. Last time I was just able to take it and drag it to the skybox. Ooh. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's look at the tutorial again. Okay, yeah. Preview them in the preview panel. So turned well. Use institute direction sky. So you find one. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is right now. For reason won't let me drag it. Give me 1 second. I found out the issue. So I was in textures. That was not the place. It's actually in materials. That's where you want to find that. Textures is, well, it's texture. Like, I think that's it. I think it's like just like what actually allows these skyboxes to work, or it's for like 2D stuff. I'm not entirely sure, but okay. Now if I drag it on, wow, let there be light. So now there's all this stuff here, or not the stuff. All now it's daytime basically. A little similar to before. Go back here, boom, it's nighttime again. So yeah, that's what I did with the skybox. And so yeah, that's overall what I did. So yeah, I changed the camera, I changed the light, changed the skybox. Then I messed with these things a little bit. You know, changed the changed the tower, gave them little faces, made them cool. Um, yeah, so that's what I did. Again, a little slower week. And another cool thing I did, I showed a little bit of this a second ago, is I learned you can make a completely like perfect I guess tower. So as you can see here, this guy has a little bit. He has some inconsistencies. What I can do, however, is I can go over here. So we'll go to prefabs, go to the lock tower. Why not? And what I can do, let's just move all these guys out the way, is I can basically make him perfect. So I can go here. If I hold V, you'll see like it has this little box icon. This allows it to just perfectly just cling onto and attach to another box, to like the two other objects or boxes. So yeah, as you can see, it just snaps right on there. And I can just do this again, boom. Do this again, boom. And yeah, and now he has no real like yeah, he's just like all together. There's no like real imperfections, I guess you could say. So yeah, and yeah, no, it looks like this now. Um, and it works as normal. So yeah, that's cool trick I did there, and so yeah, that's basically it for this commit. Um, exit. So now let's get on to the rest of it. Okay, so all right, yeah, those are those two commits. Uh, allow us to now go to allow us now to go to GitHub. So we're gonna go back here. And then boom, here we are, GitHub. So Unity Essentials, as you know, 2D Essentials, nothing in there. Main, got all the stuff. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the GitHub. It's everything's been like pushed appropriately. Everything's all good. Assets, everything here. And then everything's basically similar. If I haven't messed with something, then it doesn't have anything in it really. Um, for example, these other ones here. And then yeah, 2D Essentials is a little bit of stuff. Oh no, never mind, doesn't. Oh, whatever. Um, but yeah, so yeah, mainly 3D Essentials and Editor Essentials in main. That's the only stuff that's has anything. GitHub. Yeah, this is it. And let's go back to the backlog. So, all right. So yeah, this week, basically what I did was I made a tower of prefab blocks. I adjusted the lights back on the camera angle of that scene back there you saw. And now here, this 3D Essentials More Things Try. That was what you saw with the perfect towers, where I just snapped the blocks onto each other. There's two more things I have to do there, and then I'll get done with that, and then I'll take the quiz, and then I'll be done with 3D Essentials. And so, I guess what I'm excited to do next week is honestly, I'm probably just gonna take care of Editor Essentials over this weekend. So I'll make a vlog on that this weekend, and you'll see that, and I will be moving on to junior programming. I think it is Unity Essentials. So yeah, that's what I am looking forward to next week. Moving on from Editor Essentials, since I'm just gonna take care of this. The rest of these aren't going to take particularly long, I don't think. So yeah, yeah. Thank you for watching, I believe, and I will see you in the next vlog if you decide to watch. Bye.